Iowa's favorite country, K97.
25 minutes before the top of the hour, -2 degrees, frigid temperatures right here in Fort Dodge. And again, that's translating to a wind chill of -18. And it's going to get colder. That wind chill is actually going to get down to about -20 as our day goes on. We're going to run down the K97 weather coming up in just a little bit. Well, right here on the airwaves of Iowa's favorite country, K97, on our audio streams at yourfortdodge.com and on the free iHeartRadio app. And in about as pasty color as you can get our video stream. That's our Alpha Fort Dodge video stream on our Facebook page, Iowa's favorite country, K97 on Facebook, and on my Darren on air page as well. There he is, White Claws himself, Joe Denim. Look at him with his Santa White Claws hat on. You know, brother, I know you listen through our stream, but we just played a back-to-back of Joe Denim Christmas tunes. I don't know if you knew that or not. We played a back-to-back of yours. We did, of course, Real Tree Camo Christmas, and then somebody called and said, hey, it's Christmas. Any way we can get a double of Joe Denim Christmas songs? And I'm like, wow, if you're that up for it, let's do it.
A double shot of Denim?
Double shot, you know, and that's what I call them, as double shots. And anything when it comes to you is usually quadruple shots. But, hey, Merry Christmas, buddy.
Merry Christmas to you. How's it going up there? It sounds like it's cold up there.
Oh, dude, we had a blizzard come through most of the state last night. A lot of cars in the ditch. But our great road crews, man, they had it when I was out at 4:15, 4:30 this morning heading over here. They had it all cleared. We got some great road crews up here. But it is frigid, man. We're at -2 with a -18 wind chill right now. It is cold.
Somebody sent me a video of the snow from up there. I think it was around Cherokee, and I've never seen that many cars in the ditch and white stuff on the ground since that last Kid Rock concert. So,
now, how did you see that? You were the first one on the ground. I mean,
I saw it in my rearview mirror. I'm like, that looks horrible back there. We should probably go.
Oh, dude, that's that. Yeah, it was crazy here yesterday because here's what's so crazy about it. We started out yesterday, believe it or not, at 48 degrees.
Oh, wow.
48 degrees. And then by about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it dropped to 19 and the snow was flying. We had 55 mile-an-hour winds yesterday.
Wow, that's almost the speed limit. I almost get pulled over for that. What was that thing a bunch of years ago that they blamed all that stuff on? It was a Spanish name.
Oh, the Derecho?
No, keep going back further.
El Nino.
El Nino, yeah. So what are they blaming it on this year? It's like El Nino.
El Nino. This year they're blaming it on El Denimo. That's what it's.
Which in Spanish, El Nino means the Nino.
Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing.
I'm glad you translated that because I was wondering what El Nino meant.
I didn't want you to be in the dark. Sounds like you're in the cold. I don't want you to be in the cold and the dark. So
appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
Educational today.
Because from White Claws, what are you drinking there? Do I dare ask?
It's delicious. You want to see something funny? Watch this. Apparently, I left the liquor store in a hurry the other day, and I came home with one of these.
Oh no! What in the world is that?
That is a 4-foot version of Jack Daniels. You know how they have on display at the liquor store? Well, guess what? That one made it home. Merry Christmas to me.
So does that mean that it was taken and not purchased? Does that mean it was copped and not cost?
I didn't stick around to do all the paperwork, Darren. But yeah, it's I'll see if I can find another one for you.
Could you? That'd be great. Even if you can find his wife, Janice Daniels, that'd be great.
Jan Daniels. Yeah, that's what I was asking for at the counter, and that's what I wound up with. I'm like, you guys got any Jan Daniels? And they said, no.
Hey, buddy, I have been promoting since yesterday that we got a very special surprise on our Thursday from Tennessee today, and that you don't even know about it. And, I even consulted with your better half last night. Let her know. I wanted to get you something for Christmas in this COVID time, but I'm thinking, what do you get a guy who has everything? He's got penicillin. I'm thinking about that, but Lynn said you were over that. So
yeah, it's all cleared up. I'm good to go.
So you're the same guy that's got, everything you can think of. Me and some friends of mine, we were going to get you a new piano, but Jerry Lee Lewis caught us breaking into his house, so that didn't work.
Okay.
So, And then I thought, well, you've got the most natural, God-given fright wig on the planet, so I can't get you something along those lines. So I got to thinking, let's do something that's going to maybe take him on a walk down memory lane.
Uh-oh.
So here's what we're doing. Let me change our background. You see that background of you and I?
That's pretty hot. You and me at the yep. Mm-hmm.
So that's at the High V here in Fort Dodge. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember being at the High V.
So check this out. I'm going to change the background, and you tell me if you recognize this.
Is that Jason Brown?
And there he is. That's Jason Brown. He's on
Jason! Woo! How's it going, buddy?
Hey, going good, man. How about yourself?
Oh my God! I feel like this is wait. Is this an intervention? Do I need to stop drinking?
Yeah. I don't have enough windows on the screen to get everybody else in, but this is an intervention. Trust me.
Okay, that's awesome. How's it going, Jason?
Going pretty good. It was funny. He was talking about having a surprise, and I could see the wheels turning in your eyes. You're just like, oh man, this could be
JB,
good. This could be bad. Yeah, bud.
Let's keep in mind, man, he only has one wheel, and it didn't turn very fast.
Yeah, it's very slow turn. The last time Jason Brown surprised me, he came out of a cake, and I think it was at a hunting club in Ada, Iowa. You remember that, Jason? Oh wait, are we on the air?
Yeah, do it, man. Go for it. This is why I wanted Jason on today. I thought, you know what? Let me set the stage for our listeners and our viewers. Now, Jason and I have been friends for many years. The first time I met him, I got to introduce him on stage at our Sticks and Stones concert in Dayton back in 2009.
Wow.
JD and I, isn't that sad that we're that old, man? Isn't that crazy? JD and I got to know each other and become buddies with the very first Tree Town. He was the MC for many years, and when all we heard was that the guy named Joe Denim was going to be the MC, and we're all like, "What in the name of all that is holy is a Joe Denim?" then after I met him, I said, "What in the name of all that is holy is a Joe Denim?" So. Anyway, Jason and Joe go back even further. And I want to show you guys this before you guys, because I want you guys to talk it up, man. I want to hear your stories for the next 20 minutes. So I got to show you this. A mutual friend of all three of ours, Tony Green, sweetheart that she is. Tony sent me a picture of you guys a long time ago. This is the both of you. Let's see if I can get it right there on the camera. That's both of you performing back, and look at the date, 2008. You guys were performing. You guys were in prison performing.
Yeah, that can't be us because we're upright. The people in that picture are standing upright.
Dude, that was the first one that you did. So
I think it's been photoshopped, Darren. Don't fall for the tricks.
You are sitting.
You guys go back a long way. Your wives are best of friends. You guys have done a couple of family vacations together. But in talking with Jason, I had this brainstorm last week. Like, man, I got to get JD something. How about if I get JB on? That'd be cool, because I know that. I didn't know how often you guys have been talking. Well, when I was talking to Jason the other day, he said, yeah, really, since the pandemic, we haven't talked at all. So Merry Christmas, guys. There you go.
Yeah. Well,
Joe
and I go back. We go back a long ways. In fact, I met Joe when he was with Steve Holy. And that was in Nebraska. And then some people that started a label together reached out to Joe, and Joe ended up being one of the biggest parts of the Living Off the Land album that I did. And he did some songwriting on it, and he actually helped me kind of put everything together on that. So, I mean, it's not just a friendship. It's been, I think we've been up and down the hills together and watching him take off and do his thing. I mean, he's just as him. He's just funny. He's one of the funniest guys I know, and he's one of the brightest guys I know at the same time. So
you need to buy some. You need to buy some new friends. If I'm the brightest star in your life, Jason. Speaking of going up and down the hills together, I do remember hanging out of the Silverado's sunroof with a 12 gauge chasing a red fox up there in the hills of Iowa.
Yeah, that was Akron, Iowa.
Oh no! Come on, come back, Jay. There. Oh, there you are. Can you hear us, man?
Yeah,
we got.
Oh, there you are. No animals were harmed in that video. That fox outsmarted us. We ended up having to explain to the dealership why there was mud on the inside of the Silverado, but
corn stalk sticking out.
Yeah, it looked like a duck blind on wheels upside down. I distinctly remember meeting Jason at the Uncle Ron's in Lincoln, Nebraska. And I can't remember if your band didn't make it or something, but he's like, look, can you guys play the show with us? And I'm like, well, I've never heard his songs, but they've probably got a lot of the same notes. So yeah, we can do this. So it sounded kind of like Steely Dan and Jackson Brown and Jason Brown that night, but we're still friends, I guess. So heck yeah.
Yeah, man. I'll never forget that. We were sitting at Hole in the Wall Lodge. That was the name of it. I hope we could talk about it. And anyway, we're bored. I mean, Andy Griggs was there and Colt Ford. I mean, we just in Low Cash. I mean, it was just a good time. But Joe and I were still kind of bored, So we was like, let's go for a road tripping. So we went on the road, and this fox jumped out in front of the truck, and he's like, "Let's get him."
I needed a new pelt,
And we followed him everywhere he went. I mean, off the road, into a cornfield. He's hanging out of the sunroof with a shotgun. And all of a sudden, I think you got a couple rounds off.
Oh, I did. I got a couple rounds off. I was more surprised at the fact that how fast the fox was running, but I was more surprised at how fast Jason was driving in a cornfield in the middle of the night.
Yeah, and where they have they do it for drainage. They do the little levees and stuff. I think we hit a couple of those, and there was a wide open, and I thought, man, we got him now, and I just gunned it, and I heard him on top of the roof going, and I slammed on the brakes, and I mean, within 30 feet of us was a drop off. I mean,
oh yeah,
we would have been the Duke boys.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Joe, you got to remember, dude. Jason's an Iowa boy, so driving speed, very fast in a cornfield. That's second nature up here. Are you kidding?
Well, I know that's what we did in Ohio, and that was the first time I met anybody that could actually drive, correctly. Jason was using his turn signals and everything. And I think that's how the fox figured out how to get away. I mean, I'm like, stop using your turn signals, because the fox was like, oh, they're going left, and he went right, and that's how we lost the fox that night.
I use my turn signals when I'm turning around a sharp corner. My wife makes fun of me all the time.
Does yours tell you where to park? I mean, you drive tour bus and bulldozers and backhoes, and so do I. Yeah. And then you get down to the target, and they're like, "There's one. There, you should use that." It's like, if I could operate stuff with a lot more lug nuts than this, I don't. I know where to park.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny how many musicians during this COVID thing's happening, because everybody's selling everything they own. And the last time I talked to Joe, he's trying to sell me a trailer.
Yeah. Like, hey, you need a box trailer? And he's like, no. I'm like, it's
we're
great
not
for touring. He's like, there's no touring. I'm like, well, you probably don't want to buy a soundboard either then, huh? Okay.
I don't even want to know what a box trailer from you would look like. It would probably be legitimately a cereal box on the back of a trailer kind of thing.
It's a mix between that and Cardi B. I mean, if you look up. So, you'll need a towel and some mops, but it's a box trailer.
Oh, man.
Jason, did you tell me that you were at like the state fair or some big event like that, and Joe actually got on stage, performed with you, and actually played keyboards for the rest of the night? Yeah. Like, you couldn't get him to step off. He just wouldn't go anywhere. So you're like, all right, go hit the keyboards in. I don't know.
And we enjoyed him. I mean, the guy can play. He plays keys like no other. I mean, he just does, and he's so creative with coming up with words, and just I mean, it's just a good time on stage with him. We need to do it again, because I mean, he really is he's a great energy. And I don't mean to sound all new age, but I guess when you've been in music so long, you kind of get it. When you're on the bus with people for 24 hours, you pick up on people's energy pretty quick. And then when you're on stage with them, it's even funner. And just watching him back there, just having fun, and he ain't got nothing invested in it. He's just a friend showing up. So he's like, just laughing it up with the crowd and having a good time. And yeah, that was at the Iowa State Fair at the Susan Knapp stage.
Oh, that's good. I remember the what was that big one up there? Gary Hannon came out and ended up laying down on the stage, drunker than Andy Griggs at a hunting camp. That
was the CD release party.
Yeah, what was the name of that place?
That was Valor Ballroom.
Valor Ballroom. Yep.
It's still there.
Jason's like, you don't take this too seriously. I mean, don't you take this? I'm like, listen, you don't know who's fired me. you know. Hey, I mean, it's okay.
Yeah, and you know what? You have helped me learn to kind of relax a little bit. I've been known to take things a little too serious, but that's the one thing about this whole COVID thing this year. I think it's actually helped me realize that, you know, there's other things out there to do than focus on music and all that other stuff. So, and that's one thing. Hanging out with him, you can't help but laugh. I mean,
well, Toby Keith told me two things. One was not the name drop, and the other thing was Toby said. Toby said, "Listen, we were out in Fort Sill, Oklahoma, and we were getting ready to do 28 dates with Toby." And he said, "Listen, we got one rule. We had two rules. I can't tell you the one rule they had, but the second rule was this." He said, "Listen, don't ever take your summer job too seriously." He said, "At the end of the day, we're singing songs about drunk people. Remember that." So I've never ever. And then he said, not the name drop. Willie Nelson said that too.
What about Oprah? Didn't Oprah tell you that also?
Okra told me that as well.
Oprah, she's tasty.
Yeah, she's from Nashville here. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, I think it's interesting, Jason. You say he taught you how to relax and not take things so seriously. Do you understand that his relaxation is a bottle of moonshine and a box of Triscuits? Do you get that?
Oh yeah, and I mean, I had to talk my way out of therapy after.
I don't know if you guys can see this, but here's me with a picture of Jack Daniels. It says it right there. Oh, there it is. See Jack Daniels right there? Yep. Jason, I don't know if you were on, but apparently I went down to the liquor store to pick up some Jack Daniels and did exactly that. Hey, how's it going? I thought it was concrete, and I would have hold to tackle it because I thought, man, this is going to be heavy. And if I'm going to get out of this store with this thing before the paper cops show up, so I tackle it, and it's styrofoam. So I made it to the truck. Didn't even break the bottle of Gentleman Jack I had in the other hand. So I was like, score.
Hey guys, I gotta say this. You guys know this because I've talked to both of you about it, but we have a thing here, and I am confident we're going to be able to make it happen this year. We have a thing here in September called the Downtown Country Jam here in Fort Dodge. Now, my good friend Jim Reed, who is the president of the Celebration organization, that they put on the Great Celebration event during the summer every year, and then Downtown Country Jam during September, as I said. I think, and I don't want anybody calling Jim and putting pressure on him, but I think
I will give me his number.
Well, I already have. He actually called me last year and said, "Will you get that Denim guy to like lose my number and leave me alone? What is going on?" Yeah. He's sending me pictures and everything. I don't want that stuff. So anyway, I think it would be incredible for this year's Downtown Country Jam to get JB and JD on the stage together at the same time. If you agree with me, go ahead and comment and say, yes, let's get JB and JD at Downtown Country Jam to perform together. That would be amazing.
Oh, yeah. I'm in.
So it'd actually be JB, JD, and JD. Because I'm bringing Jack with me. Just don't you count him out.
JB and JD squared, man. That's what it is.
Yeah, JB squared. Heck yeah, let's do it. Jason, I don't know about you, but I think that's probably one of the best Christmas presents Darren can get us. You know?
I think if that happens, though, you're probably going to have to bring the wife, because the two wives would be very upset if we were having fun together and they weren't participating.
Well, okay, all right, we'll bring them and they can have their own fun. And I'll tell you what. Here's a question: do you think when the wives are driving around together, do they tell each other where to park? You know, I just wonder. I think we should put some GoPros in the car and not tell them. Be like, oh, there's one. There's one.
You know, I told Lynn ahead of time that Jason was going to be on today. So I'm so glad you got to go back and face her in a little while, man. She's going to know everything that's been said here.
Well, she knows. I'm like, listen, you know, I can operate all this stuff, and then it's funny. And now Abby does it. Abby Denim does it. She's like, hey, Dad, there's. I'm like, not you too. And the other day, Sam, the dog, he's starting to point. I'm like,
Sam, attaboy.
This vehicle has one steering wheel. I've got it. I'm capable of parking it. But I don't know. Well, let's see. Yeah, I think that'd be a great time. I really don't think we should wait till September, though. I mean, September,
no,
yes,
I don't
but
either.
Let's get a little prepper going. You know, a little fluffer.
Absolutely.
Show.
Yeah, we're already talking about it. I had somebody just last week after our Thursday from Tennessee, Joe, asked me and said, "Are we really going to get him up here in February?" And I said, yeah, man, we're going to make everything we can possibly do to get him up here in February. So if we do, we got to get you and Jason together in February.
Look, I say that Jason and I need to do a lovers, we're not lovers.
Wow.
I think we need to do like a Valentine's Day show, Jason. We could do it mariachi style, where we walk up to the tables and play music at each table. And maybe what we could do is you could play the sweet love songs, like the marriage songs, and I can play the divorce songs at the end of the meeting.
We can do that.
It can be called in case doesn't work out tour, you know?
Yeah.
or when it doesn't work out to her.
Yeah. How about the half of everything tour?
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, I like this. Bobby says, dang straight, JB and JD for celebration. Darren, you'd have to get up on stage too. Well, why wait till September? That's my one contingency. If we can get this to happen, I reserve the right to introduce the two of you. Okay.
There's no way. I'm not doing it unless you do that, Darren.
Oh, man, I feel special now, man. Hey, look at White Claw just told me he wouldn't do it without me. How cool is that?
Yeah. I mean, Jason, would you? I mean,
yeah, man, I'm in. It's just a little dry for me right now. So.
It's a little dry. What do you mean?
Drive.
Oh, it's a drive. Oh, okay. Well,
yeah. Jason, he thought you said one of his most disliked words. That's dry.
It's not moist.
Yeah, it's not moist. At this point, it's we call it soggy, but yeah, you can't say moist on the radio. I heard. So,
I'm breaking the rules here, man.
Oh man, you got this is everything I hope.
Hold on. I have a question. I have a question.
Okay.
The little boy with the Santa hat with the funny face. Yeah, that guy.
I'm just sitting here doing the math. Hold on a second. This is good. Stay with me. Because next to Jack Daniels, Jason, I have a thing called a globe. Right?
Oh, jeez.
Now, I'm looking, and it looks like Des Moines a lot closer to Fort Dodge than Nashville is. So I don't want to hear you being about a drive, because I'll have to fly on that some gun right there. Globe. Okay.
No, I said it's a close drive for me. It's close.
Oh, I thought you said it'd be a heck of a drive. You know what? I'm going to have to get something else in this cup here. Anyway, let's read some comments. Bobby at
okay. Let me go back to let's go back to the top, the very beginning. So we got a lot of comments here. Here's one from Drake.
Double shot duo. Oh man,
that's perfect.
That was our nickname in college, Jason. Danielle says hello. That doesn't really Stone burner.
Very nice. Okay. Jason, you got to know every week that he's on with me when we start looking at comments, man, he butchers people's names. I don't know how people still want him up here, but
how else do you pronounce Stone burner?
I think that's pretty much the way it says.
Stone burner. Yeah.
He's trying to cover it. He was struggling with Marie. So let's move on to this comment here.
Oh, there's Marie Christmas. Good to see you. Lou Gallard. Is that a duck? Lou Gallard? That's a duck.
It's the cousin to Mallard.
Yeah, it's a Mallard. Yeah.
Oh, nice surprise. There you go. Merry Christmas to all you guys. That's awesome, Bobby. Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Bobby with an I. Okay.
Love that. Hey, Kim Barely.
Kim Barely. How you doing, Kim Barely? Let's see, it's DeCabrilla. Okay, got you. Good to see you. Hello.
Jason Kimberly's one of our regular commenters, and Joe, like 2 months ago, like Joe does, he'd had one too many waffles, so he found her name Kim Barely, and so she's been stuck with Kim Barely ever since. So
yeah, we changed the name of a backup singer on the road one year. Her name was Jessica, but we didn't think she looked like a Jessica, so we changed it to Angela. And it's stuck, and to this day, people still call her Angela.
Oh, wow.
Merry Christmas to all you guys. Good to see Jason. Haven't seen him for years. There you go, man. So you got all kinds of family all over the state, too, brother. You really do. Here's
years.
Again. Our home was 45 degrees. We had no power all night. Just giving a shout out. Wow, that's rough.
Wow.
Oof.
Well, at least Jack Daniels is staying cool.
Jack's not going to freeze. Don't worry about him.
Yeah. You got to look at the upside of being down, Kim Barely.
Barely.
I told you, man.
Kim Barely staying warm. Okay, Billy Carn says, "Merry Christmas to you all. Good to see you, Jason." Oh, we already saw that comment. Okay.
Barely staying warm. Oh my goodness.
That's French.
Kim Bailey,
Hey.
stay warm.
Okay, real quick. I know that we've got something to do next Tuesday, but listen, what are you guys doing tonight for dinner? What do you guys do for tonight for dinner?
We're going to my dad's.
Okay,
So
Darren.
just some little finger
I've
snacks.
we're gonna have our Christmas with my oldest daughter and my youngest daughter, your niece, actually, Ireland, tomorrow. But Ireland and her fiance are coming over tonight as well. So I'll be spending Christmas Eve with my baby girl and her fiance and her soon-to-be baby girl too, because she's she's expecting as well. So.
Wow. What about you?
What are they gonna? I think I'm gonna go to a Chinese restaurant like they did in that one movie.
Which movie is that?
Oh, right.
Christmas Story.
Yeah. Christmas Story, real quick. If it wasn't for that other kind, I couldn't spell amateur or Thailand, Jason. But anyway, we're gonna start a new tradition, and we're gonna go to a Chinese restaurant and see if we can get them to sing "Fra ra 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 ra." Ra, ra, ra.
Okay, Jason and I have a request. If you order duck and you cut the duck's head off, we want it held up and a picture sent to us. All right?
Oh, you know it's going to happen. Listen, I'm so
to...
nervous. I'm so nervous they won't have duck. I'm going to take my own, and trust me, I've got some laying around here.
I want to have you record them singing "Drummer Boy." Blah, 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 blah.
Somebody said the other day on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, one of them, I saw somebody that said only a drummer would go up to a woman that has been traveling and couldn't find a place to stay and just had a baby and say, "Hey, you want to hear a drum solo?"
God,
I'm like, that's about right. That's about right.
Oh, good God. Kim Bailey says, I made apple pie moonshine, gave all my contract holders a jar yesterday before the storm. Oh, Jason, first Tree Town. Joe and I are there together. We're backstage. We're on his bus. Joe got there on a Friday, right? He brought 12 cases of his homemade Tennessee moonshine. The last 2 jars that he had was Sunday night when we were walking to Toby Keith's bus. Remember that? And Toby told me the same thing. Don't name drop. But Toby, we were walking to Toby's bus. We got on the bus, and Jason, I'm not kidding. There was a video playing on the TV in that bus. Before that video was over, both those jars of moonshine were totally zapped. They were gone. It was crazy.
Yeah. That
so what did you guys drink once Toby finished off?
I tell you, that moonshine on Toby's bus disappeared faster than a tambourine at Michael J. Fox's house. It was gone. Gone. Get that out of here.
My.
Get that out of here. No, I think we even got one of the troopers up there to take a nip off of that deal. I think.
Oh, you got more than one. We just don't want to get anybody in trouble. You had half the security for Tree Town going. Yeah, where's that Denim guy at? I need another one. You know.
He said, "You'll never get a speeding ticket here again." And I said, "I'm never driving here again." So it worked out.
I'm just going through all the yeses of people commenting, the ones we've seen about people saying they want you guys up here together.
Have we heard any no's? I want to see the no's. Do not bring those 2 to Iowa. I want to see that. That's who we're going to zero in on.
No wonder you're all quacked up.
Oh, quacked up. Oh,
Lou Gallard, Mallard's cousin.
If we come up there, we'll Lou Gallard. We'll just put it on your bill. Okay, see what I did there with the bill. Duck.
See what I did there?
Oh my goodness, guys! I tell you what, we got to scoot on out of here. But you know what? We got to do this.
Man.
I know. I know. Terrible. I know. Stinking radio time. Doggone it.
That was the fastest 20 minutes. Well, not really, but anyway, that was fun. Thank you. Thank you.
I've had more fun. I knew this was going to be this way, and I've had more fun just listening to you guys and chime in, you guys, your stories. And I know there's a whole lot more. So, Jason, absolutely got to do this again, and we're not waiting until next Christmas. We got to do it before we get you guys up here to perform, and we're going to make that happen. Because I think the 2 of you on stage are going to be lights out, man. I
think we planned the Hole in the Wall tour for February, for Valentine's Day. Let's figure it out. It's simple. Let's figure it out seriously. And we would have the 3 of us. It'd be like 3 amigos. You just run with us to all of them, and let's do about 3. Let's do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and let's get it done. I mean, our Czech liver lights will come on probably Sunday, But if you got an AutoZone, we're good.
Wait a minute. When did yours ever go off? What do you mean they're going to come on by Sunday?
Yeah. You ever just sit there and just tap on the dash and hope for the best and still on?
No, I took your advice the last time it happened to me, and I put duct tape over it so I don't have to look at it. But now I got to look at the ugly piece of duct tape. So
It's like driving an old bus, nothing but black gap tape across the dash.
Yep. If it gets to be too noisy, just turn the radio up. You can just and remember, beauty is a light switch away. Don't forget that this Christmas.
Oh wow. Hey guys, I love you both. Merry Christmas to the both of you and your families, and I appreciate Joe, you being like you are, and I say this sincerely, a good sport about not knowing what the surprise was. And Jason, can't thank you enough, man. When I contacted you just the other day, there was no hesitation. You're like, you bet, I'm in. Let's do this thing.
I love the guy to death, man. Joe, good seeing you. Merry Christmas to you and Lynn. Same Merry Christmas to you, Darren.
You too,
Merry
Jason.
Christmas, everybody. And Jason, I'm wearing, I'm dressed like an elf. Darren has a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer microphone. You need to get some red on for the holiday, okay?
I do right there.
What is that? Is that an international no sign? Is that an international no sign for Christmas? Jason!
No, it's AA. No, it's All American Tactical.
Speaking of, I called the other day and said, "Listen, I'm an alcoholic, functioning alcoholic," and the lady said, "This is AAA," and I said, "I know. That's why my car's in the lake." I just figured I'd tell you that.
Jeez.
That's a joke. I made that up. I really don't drink.
Yeah. Okay, Dean Martin didn't either, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Neither did Eddie Green.
Love you both, and can't wait till next year when we're actually going to get together physically and make some stuff happen.
You bet. It's going to be a great time.
Thank you, Darren. Best Christmas present ever. I'll see you guys soon.
All right, love you guys.
Merry Christmas.
K97.
That's my boy right there. Jason Brown joining us on our Thursday from Tennessee. I tell you, that was a surprise. I told you it was going to be the most epic train derailment that we had, and that was fantastic. Big thanks to Jason for being on with us. I know he's a busy guy, and even in this pandemic time, and he's a great guy that he is. And there are so many more stories that between those two, and so many more that the three of us have had together that I'm not sure you could even stomach it, to be honest. But we're going to bring Jason back on with us again another time on our Thursday from Tennessee and have lots and lots of fun. And I appreciate all the comments, man. That's wonderful. So many people commenting. We're going to get them both together on stage. That we are going to make happen. And you, the great passengers of the morning train, are the big ones that can help make it happen. Now, again, don't contact Jim Reed and give him flack or pressure him. Was not my intent. Jim's a great guy, and he knows talent, and he knows what works. Just I'm just throwing that out there about the downtown country gym. Don't hit Jim up, okay? He's a great friend of mine, so don't do that either. But let's get Jason and JD up here to perform together. That would be fantastic for us, wouldn't it? Hey, we're going to roll into the 9 o'clock hour, and don't forget, coming up at the bottom of the hour, we're going to find out who is the recipient of the last gift from the Chemna crew on their 12 days of Christmas as that rounds out. That will also be right here on our video stream as well. Plus, we got some great tunes waiting for you as we get into the 9. So you stay right here on the morning train. You know where that rolls, only on K97, of course.